Hello, beautifuls. Please forgive me for being a little bit late today on this live broadcast. I've literally just finished doing a really beautiful transformational self-love therapy session with someone and just finished up a little late. And the session I just did with somebody was to help them meet the place in their heart that felt empty. That even though everything's okay, that you're safe, you know that, theoretically you're loved, everything's stable, or everything's okay on the outside, or as okay maybe as it could be. There's still that place inside that just feels really unmet with the unconditional love, the softness, the sweetness, the kindness, the strength, the grown up, the one that's able to just be really present. And that can feel so sad, so lonely, so painful, heartbreaking, in fact. And I wonder if you feel like that. I wonder how many of us feel like that. I think it's a chronic state of humanity. I think it's a chronic human condition that I would say, I'm guessing almost every human being feels. That there's a part within us that feels like it just never gets satiated. It never gets satisfied. It never gets filled. It's just an empty gap. And sometimes for some of us, that gap can get bigger and bigger and bigger. Or it can just feel like more holes start appearing of all the places that we didn't get met. All the places where, all the times in our lives when we were waiting, wanting, needing, wishing, praying for someone to show up and look after us and be there for us. And yet there was no one that quite met it. There was no one that could quite get there, even if they had good intentions. And sometimes those intentions aren't good at all. Sometimes there's no intention. Sometimes there's a lot of absence. Or sometimes there's even harm that can come in the place of being met and held and seen and heard. So there's so many different parts inside of us that are longing for that being met. And so this Breathe and Receive today is for any part of you that you can connect to today that feels like you need to meet the emptiness. So let's begin. Thank you for joining me. Let me know where you're listening in from, how you're doing today, if this resonates with you. It can be so subtle as well, by the way, because we can go ahead thinking, oh yeah, I'm fine, and really ignoring, overlooking this part of us, or maybe parts of us that actually don't feel quite okay. And we'll just distract ourselves. We'll look on our phones, be scrolling. Okay, now I need to go and do this. Now I need to go and give that person some attention. Now I need to go and eat some food. Now I need to go and drink something. Now I need to go and faff around and do anything except totally, truly meeting that part of ourselves. Maybe it's in your heart, maybe it's in your belly, maybe it's somewhere else. And just have that moment of total and utter presence. And by the way, this is why I wrote a little ebook recently on presence. It's called Anatomy of Presence. And it's being hosted on my Transformational Self-Love Therapy website. There's a link below, transformationalselflovetherapy.com/free-ebook. The link's below. You can go and get that ebook for free if you're interested in learning about presence and just receiving the inspiration. I think the idea for writing that book was to help people feel not just the direction to go and be present and the place within you that you need presence, but also to explain why you need it and what's been missing. but also really as a lifeline of inspiration, that when you read that book, it makes you feel something. It taps you in, tunes you in to your own presence. It's like it presences your presence. Your presence becomes more alive just by reading the words in that book. And therefore, it makes it easier to access. Does that make sense? Makes it more visceral, more tangible, more, just more alive in you. And then you can use that energy and that frequency to meet the part of you that really needs your presence, where you haven't had somebody else's total presence with you before. Because that's what we need. We all need it. It's the basis of our existence. The fact that we are present here right now is something so sacred, so necessary. It's needed. So that's why I wrote the book. That's why we're doing Breathe and Receive here today. And if you don't know my name, it's Tara Love Perry. And I actually have another channel on YouTube, but right now I'm focusing on this channel because I really want to offer a way for people to come back home to themselves, to their truth. And in doing that, I'm going to share a really simple breathwork technique. It's very gentle, very safe, very self-empowering, so that you can come home and meet yourself. So thank you for joining me, those of you that are here live. And if you are watching the recording, thank you also for being here. Please subscribe to my channel. That helps so much. And share your comments about what happens for you. That also really, really helps the channel grow. So let's go. Let's go and meet yourself. Would you be willing to be present with yourself today, where you most need it? Would you be willing to be brave and show up to the part of you that really needs a grown-up, really needs someone to love you and look after you? And if so, gently close your eyes. Get a cushion or something that you can rest your head back. And have your chin ever so slightly tilted back like this, not so far back that you put a strain on the back of your neck or you start to drift off to sleep. Just a little bit of tilt, just to get the spaciousness in the throat. And to begin with, you're just going to rest your head back, soften your forehead, close your eyes, and start to let every little muscle in your face relax. Starting with the eyelids and the back of the eyes and all around the forehead, the temples, the cheekbones, the jaw, around the gums and the tongue, letting the tongue drop into the bottom of your mouth and letting the jaw just hang open. And receive a breath in through the mouth like a sigh, and then out through the mouth with a soft, soothing sound. And as if somebody was stroking you from the top of your head, down the back of your head, down the back of your neck, and all the way down your spine, gently all the way down to the bottom. Feel that whole back side of you, that whole area, completely softening, melting, opening, surrendering into your sitting place. It's like the muscles can feel held and they can let go. And energetically, you're opening your receivers all the way down the spine. You've got receiving energy centers all the way down your spine. So gently softening, allowing, and opening. Being willing, being ready to receive. That you are completely held, loved, safe, and supported right now in this moment. keep continuing to allow the breath in through the mouth and out through the mouth. A gentle, gentle sighing motion without any effort, without any strain, releasing all tension in your jaw, your throat, your whole body. And as you give that out breath, the body starts really sinking into your sitting place, feeling heavier and heavier, more and more surrendered, more comfortable. Let yourself be completely relaxed. That's it. And really you're preparing yourself to turn your senses within inside of you. When you soften the body, you become a receptive vessel. You're no longer concerned about output, no longer concerned about doing or trying or giving. You're softening and surrendering so that you can receive. And receive your own input. Receive your own senses. Receive your own spirit of your breath in through the mouth and gently out through the mouth. You're simply opening up like a vessel to receive the life force that is you, to come and to go without any blocks, any censoring, any filtering, just unconditional receiving and unconditional releasing. Nothing in the way, nothing getting in the way, no control, no force, no pushing, none of that. Make it effortless. That's it. I think we all need a time in our day where there's just effortlessness, where there's ease and flow and grace, and dropping in to receive what actually is right now in this moment. So gently notice the receiving of your breath as it meets you on the lips, enters through your mouth, some of it pouring down into your body, and some of it rising up into the head. So you're going to follow, first of all, up into the head space. Just notice a rising sensation of the breath rising up into the mind. It's like a wave of air, literally. And then it goes out. And just noticing that beautiful rising and falling sensation. And as you do so, become aware of the little mini you that lives in your head, your thinking self, your awareness, the you that listens, the you that speaks all day inside your head. That's it, that you. The you that says, who, me? Yes. And just get a sense of that little you, your me, in your head. Notice what he or she looks like. What do they see? What does it seem like in your head space where you live most of the time? Like your office brain, your hangout. It's like the attic of your body. If your body is your home, this is the attic up here. And just get a sense of what that's like for you. Use your fingertips, use your hands to connect. As if you could reach through your skull and just hold that little you in your head for a minute. Let your sense of awareness know that you're seeing yourself, that you've got yourself, you're holding yourself, you're here. It's like, here I am, me, I've got you. And give permission for that little you, your awareness, to stop whatever else they're doing, wherever else they are in your head, whatever else has been happening. And just step back, lean back, rest back into that space right in the middle of your head. And that's where that little tilt of the chin really helps. It's like, you just lean back into the center space right there, where it's really still in the middle of your head. There's a space where the light is. And you can fall into that light, like resting back into a cushion. Like a giant beanbag, or like like lying on a cloud of light in your own head. And feel that when you do that, that's exactly where the breath rises up underneath you. As you soften the mouth, soften the jaw, soften the throat, let the breath come in and up into the headspace, right underneath you, lifting you up ever so slightly. Get that lovely rising sensation, and then on the out breath, such a relief just to sink in. And then on the next wave of your breath, in through the mouth, lifts you up just that little bit until you surrender in and go, and you can sink a bit deeper in on your breath. And breath by breath, we're going to follow that sinking feeling and sink deeper and deeper and deeper through the entire channel, the inner core of your body. Just dropping down, down, down with each breath. Slight rising and sinking down. And you get a sense of sort of sinking down through the middle of your head behind your face. And it's like you can look out. That little you that's lying on that cushion of light can look around, and it is literally like seeing yourself from behind your own face. And continuing to sink down with each out breath down through the throat center. You can use your hands to hold yourself, to connect with where you are. Feel the rising, the lifting, the expanding open, and then you're sinking down on the out breath. And you can drop down into the higher heart center here, using your hands to hold yourself. You can spend a breath or two here, whatever feels comfortable. It's like meeting a floor of yourself, like you're dropping down on an elevator. And you can just stay there for a minute or two and just look around and feel and sense. Receive the breath, let that part of you be breathed, awake. Receiving the spaciousness. And when you feel ready, that's sinking down as you drop deeper down into the heart space, using your hands to hold you. And here we're really going to drink in the breath. We're going to let ourselves stay in this heart space as long as we need. Holding yourself as if you could feel the touch of your hands all the way through your skin. And feel into that part of you in your heart that really needs to be held. And you can keep the throat really, really soft, keep the jaw soft, and just keep receiving and receiving. On every in-breath, receiving that pouring in, noticing how it feels to be stroked on the inside of your heart space by your breath. You can literally feel the stroke of it. You're being met by breath, your spirit, your Holy Spirit. And then when the breath goes out, you're just going to let it move all by itself, let it go out. You drop in deeper into that place where you really need to be held. You bring your presence even deeper in. It's like the breath simply comes in a bit at a time, kissing you, stroking you, inviting you to soften and open deeper and deeper into your heart. You can really receive, and then let yourself drop in deeper. Let's really meet yourself in that place in your heart where you long for someone else to meet you. Maybe it was a parent. Maybe you were really longing for your mother to meet you here. Maybe you were longing for your father to meet you here. Maybe you're just longing for your husband, your partner, a lover, your wife, your brother, your sister, someone, your child, someone to meet you here. Just notice, who are you waiting for? Who are you longing for? Maybe you're longing for God, divinity, something bigger than you. Just notice, feel. Can you soften this place? Can you surrender? Can you allow that part of your body to relax even deeper, softening the back of your heart into your chair? Trusting your breath to come in and meet you deep in that place. It's like you have to get your head out of the way. You have to soften. You have to soften your whole face, your whole jaw. You have to have your mouth open, your throat open, so that that channel into your heart space is open. And I know we get really tense and really tight, trying to keep the emotion in, trying to keep a lid on everything, trying to keep ourselves safe, stop being vulnerable. We can't live like that. Who are we kidding? There's no way to live. You literally stop feeling. You stop feeling alive when we do that. We're literally suffocating ourselves and cutting off our life force. So in doing this, you're just making a choice to just open back up to life and say, okay, I surrender life. Wherever you believe life comes from, it doesn't even matter, because we can feel it here. We can feel the presence of life in every single breath, every single one of the breaths that have ever come to you, ever, have always been unconditional. They have been unconditionally filled with presence, with love, with light, with strength far greater than yours, with humility, and so much humility that your breath can even get into the places where you try to close it out, to keep you alive, even though you might not want to, even though you might not want to feel it, even though you're scared to let anything in case it hurts you. your breath still gets in there. It keeps you alive without any judgment. Just notice that. Just notice the love that your breath has for you, whatever you believe this breath to be. Doesn't even matter. Just receive it. Put your hands there to receive it. Put your awareness there to receive it. Show up fully, like a little beggar with your hands open like a bowl. Receiving this breath, receiving this life into the deepest parts of you where you really, really need that kiss of life, that stroke, that holding, that reminding you're not alone. Something else is here. That's it. And you can release any tears, any blockages, any emotions, especially if you've had any build up in your throat where you've kept like a clamp, a lid on it, a cork in the bottle to keep all the emotions in. You might want to soften that throat even more so there's no strain. Looks like that. Just letting go, feeling that sound. And now you're going to use your own words to speak aloud to yourself in your heart. And simply say in your very first language that you ever learned, "Hello, me in my heart." Breathe the words in, let them land. Hello, me in my heart that's been waiting for love. Breathe, feel. Say to yourself out loud, "I feel you, me, in my heart that's been waiting for love." I feel you, me, in my heart that's been waiting for presence. Someone's presence. Maybe you have a name. Mum's presence, dad's presence, God's presence, sister's presence, husband's presence, wife's presence. Anybody, your presence. Hello, me in my heart that's been waiting for my presence. And breathe. And receive. And feel. And release. I see you, me, that needs to be loved, that needs presence. I see you. And notice what you see. Maybe you see an image of yourself. Maybe you see a color. Maybe you don't see anything at all. You just kind of get a sense of seeing without really seeing. And say to yourself out loud, "I hear you, me. I hear you." And notice what you hear. What can you hear on the inside? What are you asking for? What are you needing? Say, "I hear you, me." Me. You can say that with your touch. You can say it with your words. You can say it with your empathy. "I've got you, me." And remember to stay really soft in your spine, heavy in your bottom, just being really, really relaxed. Mouth open, throat open, soft, gentle, receiving. Letting the breath meet you. It's like it scoops into that empty little space and scoops in. Another way a wave would gently swish around the back of a cave. If you've ever seen the way the sea swishes into the back of a chalk cave or something, and it's so soft, it smooths the chalk. It goes really, really smooth. And I sometimes feel like my heart is like that cave where the wave of my breath washes in. It laps up and strokes around the whole inside of my heart cave. Just notice if it looks like that for you. What it looks like to you is your own unique experience. But you can feel that little place where it doesn't often reach. That little bit of the back of the cave where that wave of breath doesn't usually meet. And I invite you to really soften that part of your heart. And let your breath ever so gently, it's so subtle, it's so soft, it doesn't need to be big, hard, deep breath. If anything, that tightens you. It's simply allowing a soft trickle of the breath to come in. Gently expanding that little place in the back of your heart, the sides of your heart, in the depth of your heart, maybe right in the core of your heart, where nothing else reaches. And notice how it feels to be met there. Keep drinking it in, keep receiving as much as you need. Noticing what it looks like, what it feels like. You might even lick your lips and see if you have a kind of subtle taste going on your tongue. Or you can swallow it down and get a sense of digesting your feelings, digesting your experience. And say to yourself in your heart, I've got you, me. As if you could put your touch that comes from the palm of your hands, that energy that comes out from here, right into that place in your heart where you need to be met. And it's like you're sending your touch in, right into that place to say, I've got you, me, I'm here. Or whatever other words feel really acknowledging and validating to you. Say it in your first language that you ever learned. Some of you may be doing light language, so you can just say it in light language if you want. Just let your reverberations of your words be felt in your heart space as words of vibrations, and it reverberates through the tissue, through the muscle, deep into those places. And see if you can say this to yourself out loud. I love you, me, in my heart. And perhaps you want to say me that's never been met before. Me that's never experienced real unconditional love. Me that's never experienced total presence. I love you. I've got you. I'm here. Breathe your words in like medicine. Receive. And notice what happens when those medicine words trickle in. Do they meet that part of your heart? Do they meet you? Keep breathing them in, receiving and drinking your words. Let it land where it needs to go. Say, thank you, me, for receiving my love. Thank you, me, for being present. Well done, me. Tell yourself, well done, me, for being present where nobody else was able to be present for you before. Take it in, drink it in. Thank you, me. Well done, me. I love you, me. Present me. That's it. Notice how that feels. And now we're going to continue, when you feel ready, to let your breath drop you down deeper into the solar plexus, into the stomach area. And you're going to gently let yourself sink deeper and deeper down through the center of you, breath by breath, using your hands to stay connected. And notice what you sense, notice what you feel on the inside. You're really softening and relaxing that lower back, letting the pelvis release any tension, letting the perineum relax any tightness, letting the buttocks become heavy, and simply letting yourself drop, sink in, down. Really helps to do this sound of That's it. You just let your breath do the heavy lifting, up and then down. Letting the breath lift any weight, any tension, slightly rising, just a little bit. And then it drops deeper in, deeper down, and you sink all the way to the very base of you, the very bottom. You keep receiving your breath, that slight rising, and then the sinking in on the out breath, until you're going all the way down through your sacral center. And you're meeting yourself all the way down in the physical. You get a sense of landing, of touching the base, meeting the earth of you. Here you are in a body, a spirit in a body on this earth. Here you are. Thank you for being here. You made it. You arrived. You landed. Despite all the odds, despite everything, here you are. Well done. Welcome to the world. Welcome to this body of you. Welcome to your existence, your life, where you are sitting in the driver's seat right here, sitting in your seat. Your awareness is sitting right in the seat of your power, in the driving seat, with your breath, by the grace of your breath, by the grace of something much bigger than all of us, the same force that breathes life, that breathes existence into every living thing, every human, everything that's living breathes. It breathes every single one of us alike. It doesn't have a favorite. It doesn't give some people 80% and some people 20%. There's no 99% and 1% here. Everybody is breathed equal. Whether we choose to receive it or not is up to us. To breathe and receive the love that you are, the love that is given unconditionally. And my prayer, my wish today is that all human beings remember and come home to this truth, that we are all breathed equally. We are all loved alike. No one above, no one below, no one left out, no one marginalized, no one given any less than any other. At the end of the day, we all share this one life force, this one existence. And may that unite us in peace. May that unite us in love. And fill the gaps between us. Fill the gaps of our knowledge. Fill up the gaps of our ignorance. Fill up the gaps of our hatred and our separation and our blaming. May all beings be in peace and whole. May they come home to the truth of who they are right now. Thank you. And by you coming home to the truth of you, you're setting the tone. You're setting the stage. You're walking your talk. You are being the living example of peace on earth. Do you realize that? When you make peace between your spirit and your body, and your body isn't fighting and your spirit isn't fighting yourself, and your mind isn't fighting both your spirit and your body, that you can find the harmony, you can find that place of peace, of rest, of tranquility. Find that place of home inside of yourself, where you just have that sublime, utter just isness of being. You become an ambassador of peace on this earth. The more that you are in peace, the more peace can amplify on this earth, and goodness knows we need it. My thoughts and my prayers are with the people of Bondi Beach today, and of all the other many, many places in the world where humans are suffering because they've got lost. They forgot where home is. They forgot what's real. They got caught up in a drama. They got caught up in the story. They forgot what the truth was. So to all of you that are practicing coming home, being the truth of you, remembering who you are, thank you. Well done. I love you. You are helping humanity. I think you're doing the most beautiful work, because it's not really work, is it? You're doing the most beautiful work on the planet. You're having the courage, you're having the love to just meet yourself in presence. How does that feel? I'd love to hear your comments. If you have anything you want to share with the community or with me, I'd love to hear it. Anything that you saw, anything that you realized when you met yourself. Did you actually meet the emptiness? Did you meet the part of you, or any part of you? There's probably more than one that really needed to receive the love today, to receive your presence, your touch, your holding. Oh, you're welcome, Betty Ballerina. I love you too. In progress 44, that was lovely. You're lovely. That loveliness you felt was yourself. That's what you met. So I'm here 3 days a week. Sometimes I'm a few minutes late. Bear with me, I haven't forgotten. I just had a client that I was working with, more of a friend really. I was giving her some transformational self-love therapy, of which breathe and receive is just the first step, and there are 6 more steps to that process. There are 7 steps all in transformational self-love therapy. It's very powerful. So if you like breathe and receive, which is the name of this standalone little modality, it's a little thing all by itself, breathe and receive. You can learn about it more inside the self-love mission. There's a link below where you can go and get the free mini course and download your free guided audio meditation. It's only 15 minutes, so it's like something you can use as a daily practice. If you're not here to join me live, or if you just want to have it as an extra, it's really great. And you also get free access to the self-love mission. Join the community inside there, which is slowly growing. It's not even properly launched. I haven't done an official launch yet. It's just quietly opened its doors as a warm-up. So you're very welcome there. And you can see the other things that are available to you if you want to take this further, including transformational self-love therapy, and which I very much love teaching. It's like breathe and receive, but it goes even deeper. It's so beautiful, honestly. It just meets the places that you need to be met in. It's just beautiful. So if you're interested in that, you can find the links for that below as well, and get my free ebook, Anatomy of Presence. So I'm sending you so much love. Betty Ballerina, you found a younger part that was exiled, but here and held. Yes, exiled. Wow. I really hear you on that one. There's so many fragmented parts of ourselves we need to bring back into the warmth, back into integration, back into the love. It's just so beautiful that you've done it. So well done. I really think that it helps. Not just you, but I think it helps all of humanity. A little bit at a time. And one day this will be a tidal wave of presence and connection and self-love. That's my wish anyway for humans. My wish for humanity is that self-love mission grows bigger and bigger and bigger and has millions and millions of people meeting themselves with unconditional love in the way that we are being met by our breath with unconditional love. And we tie up that cycle, we close the loop. We're having the giving and the receiving all happening in one space. We become complete, we become whole again. So that's my wish. And so with your help, with your subscribes, your comments, your thumbs up, your likes, your sharing, all of that becomes possible. So thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. And I'll see you on the inside. And feel free to check the links below. Go make the most of the things that I've shared with you. There's loads of stuff in there for free. All right, my darlings. And I will see you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the same time. I might start varying the time, but for now it's going to be the same. 8 a.m. Universal time. All right, darling. I'll see you soon. Mwah. Lots of love.